day. Give me a thumbs up as you come in. Talk about some things this morning. Go ahead and let YouTube kick it out to a couple of more people. Just want to chill and talk to you guys for a little bit. Again, as you come in, give me a thumbs up. That way, YouTube can push the notification out to more people. So yeah, I'm just chilling this morning, guys. Want to do a little PSA, a little follow up with some of you guys as you come in. So one of the things I want to talk about right off the back is I want to talk about the interview that I did. Well, first of all, let me just show you what. Let me bring it to my day. So right now, my second session. If you follow the channel, guys, you know that I've been an advocate for CBD products and using different bioavailability methods. Um, so this is my second session for the day. So when I wake up in the morning, it's when my shoulder is really, really stiff, and it's when I usually check my sugar levels and stuff like that. So I get up at 5:30 every morning, and what I do when I get up is I usually, have my first session, CBD. The bioavailability method I use is I smoke the flower, but I also have like gummies and tinctures and stuff like that. I also have creams and all, but I usually start it off. So I get up at 5:30, smoke the flower, and that's usually when I like meditate, pray, read my Bible, or whatever, just to jumpstart my day. That's session number one. Then I usually feed my dog and stuff, take the dog out to the bathroom and stuff like that, and then bring my daughter to school. After that, when I get back, which is around this time, I usually have my second session. Okay, so right now I'm preparing myself for the day, and so I come out here my gazebo, show you guys. I just put me on my little breakfast or whatever, and watch TV or whatever I hear while I'm having my second session. So by the time I finish with my second session, my day is ready to get started. So that's why that's why I ask people, if you're going to use the products, then find the best bioavailability method for you. And I ask people to just do your research, talk to your primary. But the purpose of this PSA, public service announcement, is to let you guys know that I interviewed nurse practitioner Nicole Smith last week, and that was so much good information, man. And I went back and I looked at the video, and I'm like, man, why more people have watched this video? And so um, I said, man, I gotta go live, man. I gotta tell the people like they don't know what they missing. So in the video, when she talked about the CBD products, she literally, and again, this is a licensed nurse practitioner, specialized in pain management. She have a clinic where she use ketamine to help people with pain, to help people with addiction, and she began to break down the benefits of CBD. And I'm like, why in the world YouTube not pushing this video out? Why in the world not, why in the world my subscribers not watching this video? So I just wanted to come live and say, if you look in the description of this video, you'll find a link to the complete whole interview. Listen, guys, when and I'm not selling you anything. Like I'm not saying, hey, look, um, watch this interview with this nurse and buy my products, because I told you when they started benefiting me, I started a CBD company called For King CBD. I'm not saying here's my website, watch this video then buy my products. No, what I'm saying is learn these benefits, man. Listen, I'm 43. I had a major health scare, I want to say about a year and a half ago. About 5, 6 months ago, I was in bad shape. My body couldn't move my arm barely because shoulder was hurting. Couldn't figure out why I was tired, dizzy, lightheaded, rapid heartbeats. Um, it just like stomach cramps or whatever. I was in bad, bad bad place, guys. And going to the doctor and then getting all of these specialists and having all of these tests done like a guinea pig, when they begin to diagnose me with diabetes type 2, diagnosing me with having a tear in my shoulder, diagnosing me with having H. pylori, which is a stomach bacteria. I was in bad shape when I started using the CBD products. And when I seen what it was doing for me and how it worked for me, I just wanted to share with everybody else. And so I started a CBD business based on the product working for me. But like I said, I'm not trying to sell you guys anything. I just want you guys to know the power of CBD. Like at the very least, have a conversation with your primary provider, man. Just have a conversation. I'm gonna tell you the benefits that I receive. Right. Number one, I was almost 290 pounds. Right. If you're familiar with weightlifting, in order to lift heavy, you got to be heavy. All right. Usually, what I do is I bulk up and then I try to cut and come back down. And so I had bulked up almost 290 pounds. Then my shoulders started messing with me, my knees started messing with me. So I couldn't keep my same intensity in the gym, and I couldn't do everything that I usually would do in the gym. And so it was hard to cut that weight. All right. So diabetes type 2 runs in my family. My mom had it, my dad had it. So carrying that extra weight, all right, is what I believe what drove my sugar levels up. So when I was diagnosed with diabetes type 2, my daddy had 2 of his toes amputated because of circulation because of diabetes. So really, really bad. Been hospitalized many, many times. All right. So when I found out I was diabetic, I was like, man, like I didn't know what to do. So I started using CBD products after one of my colleagues who had arthritis told me about CBD oil. So I started using CBD products, and then I noticed like the levels in my sugar started dropping. I noticed I started losing weight, right? So my doctor went from having me use 2 metformin pills, which is the pill that I was subscribed for my diabetes, 500 milligrams twice a day. My sugar was so low, I stopped taking it, then I take a half, then I take one. But my sugar level just kept dropping. I started losing weight. I started getting more energy. Of course, the anti-inflammation properties allowed me to move my shoulders, so I was able to do more in the gym. Right? It's a domino effect, people. Domino effect. And so I know that this stuff working. And at the same time, I'm not really sharing it with people because, like I told you, I tried the gummies, I tried the vapes, I tried the tensors. I tried different methods of bioavailability. But the one I feel like I have the most control over is smoking it. Now, follow me. There's a stigma associated because whenever you buy hemp flower, you know, uh, it looked like, weed, like, hey, man, it's weed or whatever. And then smoking in general having negative connotation with a lot of people. And then you factor in that I'm an elder in the church. Then you factor in that I'm the chaplain of the local police department. Then you factor in that I'm very active on social issues and stuff in my community. Uh, so there's a huge stigma. So what I decided to do was to start an information campaign, and I started to inform like my pastor, which is my dad, inform my mom. Like I started with my immediate circle, started like educating them on the product and the benefits of the product, and not just from the standpoint of, all right, I want you guys to know that I'm using this. I want you guys to know that this benefit me. No, I educate them to the point to where, hey, you should try this. You should use this. So I got all of these numbers coming in, right? I go back to the doctor. The first time I got tested, my A1C was 6.9, right? And your A1C is the levels of sugar or whatever. 6.9, diabetic. 3 months later, I had another test. It was 6.1. So it went from diabetes state, right? Diabetic state to pre-diabetes state. And the only thing I was using was CBD. So why do I have this energy? I understand. I understood at the time that it was helping my shoulder because again I couldn't take over the counter medicine because I had the H. pylori, that stomach bacteria, right? So basically I couldn't take over-the-counter drugs, and so this started helping with the anti-inflammation. But why my sugar levels going down? Why I'm getting this energy? Why I'm having this weight loss, right? And so I started talking to my friend Nicole, which is a nurse practitioner, and she began to break it down. She was like, "Look, okay, so." She said your pancreas is the thing that discards your sugar. So if you have too much insulin, the pancreas do A. If you don't have enough insulin, the pancreas do B. So she began to break that down. She was like, basically what the CBD does is because we have the indoor cannabinoid system, those receptors, the CBD and the delta 8 THC, what it does is it attaches to those receptors, and the CBD helps bring those receptors into balance. And so when your body get out of whack, she was saying the CBD and the delta 8, it basically help your pancreas say, hey, look, we out of whack, let's get into a balance. And she broke that down in an interview. She also broke down in the interview the safety of it. She explained to us that, of course, these plants has been used for thousands of years, and she explained that haven't been one case of death associated with using CBD products or Delta 8 products. She also explained to us. Which I thought was absolutely fascinating was, how it metabolizes in the body. As far as like if you eat a gummy, it depends how fast your bowels move, how it goes through these different stages, right? So it's very important that you understand what you're putting in your body, but the time is going to take for it to start working. She broke that down. Well, I mean, there's so many things that were said in the interview. I was like, bruh, I don't know why a lot of people not watching it. Again, it's in the description. Like the full interview is in the description of this video. I'm not selling you anything, and y'all already know, man. I'm all about the market. I'm telling you, it have so many health benefits. You know how much money I would have spent on, just prescriptions just for my diabetes, because guess what? Soon as she diagnosed me as a diabetic, she gave me cholesterol pill, because people with diabetes usually have high cholesterol. She gave me blood pressure medicine, which she said is like really to help. I want to say your kidney functions or whatever, because diabetes mess with your kidneys or whatever. And I wasn't to the point to where I had what you call it, nephropathy or something like that, where you got pains in your foot or whatever. I wasn't to that point, but if I was, then she would have to put me on some type of pain medicine. Like, look at all of the medicine, all of the pills and the subscriptions and money that potentially I would have had to invest in, that I'm bypassing simply by using CBD products. And I'm like, why people don't know about this? Why are people not researching this product? Why are people not having conversations with their primary physicians? So I was just basically dumbfounded. So let's get a medical professional on the show. Let's have my subscribers ask questions, and that way they can be educated. That way we can be educated. I never thought I'd find myself in a position, because I never was one of those like a remedy type person. I never was one of those like um I guess you call it herbalist or something like that. And people who believe in traditional healing. I never was one of those individuals. If I was sick, I went to the doctor. The doctor gave me a prescription. I take my prescription until whatever was wrong with me cleared up. That has always been my MO, my forte. But when I caught the stomach virus, and when I caught that stomach bacteria, H. pylori, and my food or whatever I put in couldn't break down, actually it used to be painful, sometimes. And so my thing, my thing is, when I look back at it, is if I would have started this earlier, I probably wouldn't have been in such a bad shape. But nevertheless, I need to hear nor there. These products work, guys. You know how to take my word for it. I just had a guy. I just had a guy. I sold some gummies to. Um, you know, After you have back surgery, people say you really never the same. So he had back surgery, and he had to take all of this pain medicine to go to sleep. So he started taking the CBD gummies, and he was like, "Man, I slept like a baby for the first time in years." And this is someone that used narcotics, but it brings it back to scope to what the nurse practitioner was saying. during that interview is that the way it works on the receptors, she even went as far as to say that CBD have anti-inflammation properties that will help with inflammation in the body. But she was like delta eight acts as if as how can I put it? I don't want to put words in her mouth, but she basically was saying that the delta eight it have the same impacts, but delta eight actually tricked your mind to not even to think about the pain. So great for pain management, great for information, great for energy because if you get a sativa, it's almost like a pre-workout. Focus, clarity. She talked about that mental focus, mental clarity. This is why I feel like I absolutely, and I'm gonna keep on doing it, bro. I absolutely have to do this PSA. Let you guys know the benefits of CBD products. When there was a portion in the interview to where I told her what I did with my family and friends whenever we had the conversations or debates, all right, is I had them look up children cold medicine, all right, go to the Poison Control Center or whatever. I think it's poisoncontrol.org. Or you can go to CDC Center for Disease and Control and look up some of these things. So go to the poisoncontrol.org and look up children cough medicine. First thing you're going to see is a write up about how it's not proven that cough, children cough medicine or cough syrup actually help a child. And then it tells about the dangers. And then if you get into the numbers, you can see how many kids or whatever have died or been put in comas from using over the counter cough medicine. Yeah, you look up stuff about ibuprofen and Advil, and the nurse practitioner spoke on this in the interview about over time, how it could mess up your kidneys or your liver and those functions right there. And so we're taking over the counter drugs, but the research says CBD Delta 8 doesn't have the same negative impact as it relates to your liver, as it relates to your kidney, right? She broke down the difference between Delta 8 CBD and opioids and how like the reason why people die from overdose of opioids is because how it attacks your respiratory system and your pulmonary system or whatever. She said CBD does not do that. So so you can't smoke this and catch a heart attack. You can't smoke this, right, and start breathing because it doesn't work in that manner. She was explaining how safe it is. So if it's safe, right? And it allows me to lose weight if that's your goal. If it brings my sugar balance, right? It brings my sugar levels back into balance if you're a diabetic, right? If it's helping with pain and inflammation, right? And it's helping me with mental clarity and mental focus whenever I dose it right and I find out the best regimen for me, then it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. So then the next thing is, all right, we just got to get past the stigma. So I tell people, you don't have to smoke the flower. That's my best bioavailability because I feel like I have more control over it. You can take a gummy. You can use a vape. You can use the cream. You can use the drop it. Like you just don't have to go with the stigma of smoking the flower, right? You can use other bioavailability methods so you can get this medicine into you. Only thing I'm saying, and the reason for this live, right? The reason for this live is just to beg you guys to look in the description of this video and click on that link and watch the complete interview and share it with people because you might have a cousin, an auntie, an uncle, you might have a grandmother, a mother, or a father, right? Or someone that might be suffering with chronic pain and they probably tried everything, right? Right? Try CBD, man. Try CBD. Try CBD. I I just advise that you do your research. I advise you talk to your primary physician, okay, and then you make a choice that's best for you. Me, I did my research. I'm blessed to have friends and family in the medical field, right? I have access to that information, and that's why I share that information on the show. But I besides YouTube kind of shadow banning the channel, I'm not worried about if they don't push out a video that I did on headphones. I'm not worried about they don't push out a video that I did a review on a security camera or something like that. But something that's related to individual health that can potentially change their life, I don't care if YouTube not pushing it. I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna come live. I'm gonna upload little snippets. Y'all won't get tired of my shorts. Y'all won't get tired of my little videos, right? Because again, this is not me selling anything. This is just me discovering something that changed my life. And because my subscribers and my viewers, man, I feel like you guys are part of my family. I want you to have access to the same information. So not only for me, not only does it have health benefits, but when I seen, remember, I always tell you guys the business is what? The business is finding a problem. I mean, a business is approaching a problem and offering a solution or finding a solution. That's a business, right? So for me, when I seen the benefits, and then when I documented it, right? 'Cause I got the receipts of showing you how my sugar numbers change. I can show you my A1C levels in 3 months and how they change, right? I can show you the change in my medication, right? I can show you the weight loss, okay? Don't start telling people because they really probably don't know. Yeah, yeah, I will keep telling them. And so I can show people that. And when I see the benefits, I'm like, all right, this is a financial opportunity also. So it's benefiting me uh, physically, and also it benefit me financially because, hey, why shouldn't I not give this product to people? You should only sell products that you stand by anyway. And again, you're not going to find a link to 4 King CBD. My business. I have 3 other partners. You're not going to find a link to that in this video. You're not going to hear me tell you to buy our products. No, what I'm telling you is to do your research, right? Talk to your primary. First, watch that interview. Watch that interview with the nurse practitioner and hear some of the things she say. Now, to me, as I get older, I've been an athlete all my life. Played football, you know, baseball, basketball. I didn't run track or anything, right? If you look closely, you can see a scar right here. And I can get to the other side. I got a scar right there, scar on both sides of my forearm, baby, because I got 4 plates and 24 screws in his arm from playing football. This arm was completely wrecked, completely shattered, destroyed. Doctor told me I never play another contact sport again in my life. So I played sports, my whole youth life. And now that I'm older, those injuries catching up with me, those aches, those pains or whatever. And that might be some of you, or you might know somebody that's gone through that. When I tell you guys, I try to do 4 sessions a day. When I tell you guys that I'm able to get through my day, I'm able to feel more energetic. And for me, the biggest benefit is being able to go in the gym and be more active, right? Be more active. And then also how it helped bring my diabetes levels, my sugar levels, how it brings it into balance. So go ahead, look in the description of this video, guys. I'm about to go ahead and eat. Those of you that just coming on, you know, got my little breakfast right there. I hear my little gazebo. This is how I usually start the day. Get up early in the morning, come out here. Then for my second session, come out here. Yeah, pain management, Allen, bro. So, you guys, man, just get with your primary physician. Look in the description of this video. Hit that link. I'm telling you, man, it works. It works. People lie, but numbers don't lie. And I showed you my numbers live. Like I said, I got the receipts. I can show you the change in my weight. I can show you the change in my A1C levels. I can show you the transformation just by using these CBD products. And then not only Not only am I telling you that it works for me, I brought in a nurse practitioner that specializes in pain management, right? That specializes in pain management. Her discipline, her training is in pain management. Therefore, she know what work and what don't work. And her clients that she deal with, these are people that have chronic pain issues. And one of the things she said in the interview is that whenever they are in between ketamine sessions, because that's what she used, ketamine sessions, and they're waiting before they have their next session, she said she recommend to them to help manage their pain. She recommends CBD products to her clients who have chronic pain issues. So I thought it was a powerful interview, man. I'm gonna keep on. pumping it and pumping it because, again, man, I think what 200-300 people watched the video, and I'm like, how many thousands of people actually need to look into this? Like I said, man, my parents older. My mom got shoulder issues, man. I give my mom some cream and stuff, man. My mom love it. Gummies to my sisters and aunties and cousins and stuff. Like when I'm telling you, I'm sharing this knowledge with people that I love and I care about, and you that's watching live and you that's watching on the replay, I'm sharing this information with you. Look in the description of this video. Click on the full interview. I don't care if you leave the live right now. I'm not worried about the numbers. I'm worried about people being educated on this product. It works. It works. I don't know why. It's like one of those things when you find out something, then you ask yourself, why more people don't know about this? You know, the pharmaceutical company's not gonna promote this. Tylenol and aspirin ain't gonna promote this. They ain't gonna promote this. So do your research, guys. Please look in the description of the video. Watch the complete interview, and I'm gonna keep on pumping it up, man. I'm gonna keep on pumping it up. It's your boy taking the bath until next time. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe. And as you see, guys, look, I done did a whole live, right? Because one of the things people ask is like, man, I don't want to take it because I don't want to be, I don't want to feel stoned. I don't want to be like, like a dope head or something, like a weed head or something. And one of the things I tell them is that CBD doesn't have a psychoactive effect. Okay. Delta 8 do have a slight psychoactive effect, which helps with the pain management. That's when she mentioned in the interview that Delta 8 can trick your body to not even thinking about the pain, right? So now your brain is not even thinking that you're injured, okay? But it doesn't have that strong psychoactive effect as marijuana, Delta 9, right? So I'm just about finished my second session, and I'm very articulate. I'm able to talk to you. I'm able to move around or whatever, and I'm getting the benefits. So I'm not stoned. I'm not high out my mind. Right? I'm able to function. When I finish this, I'm starting my day, whether it might be making content or doing paperwork or whatever, or pushing one of my products for one of my companies. That's how I start my day, man. So I can't start taking anything that's going to have me feeling out of my mind and then be productive throughout the day. So for me, I'm productive. For me, it helps with my pain. Again, it depends on the strain. If it's sativa or if it's the indica, like I tell you guys all the time, is that before I go to the gym, I got a vape with sativa in there. I like to hit that vape a couple of times because that give me that clarity, give me that focus, and it give me that energy. It's almost like taking a shot of cappuccino. So there's so many benefits, man. There's so many benefits. I could go on and on and on, but don't take my word for it. Click on the video, man. Click on the link in the description of this video, and it's going to bring you to the full interview. Again, man, I'm about to go ahead and eat. Y'all be blessed. Peace. Share this